Hello everyone, I'm Cora of Cora's Comforts. I'm a quantum light touch healer, an intuitive and clairvoyant. I've been a channel my whole life. The first thing my clients tend to say about me is that I make them feel protected and safe. I make them feel like they've come home to a space where their spiritual awareness can open and it can bring them back to their soul. They usually leave me feeling light and airy and free, inspired and more passionate about the lives that they're living and the decisions they have to make. I bring clarity where there isn't any. I bring balance where they're off kilter. When a client usually walks in for a session, the first thing that happens is I connect spiritually to their team, to their spirit guides, to their angels and their totems. And I look at that and I let them speak. I hold space. Holding space is so important in the healing process. I let them unravel. And then through unraveling, I listen. And I listen to what their soul is saying. It's more about the vibration that they're sending me instead of the words. We connect at a vulnerable level, and then we're able to unwrap that. And we go back in time. Sometimes we do past life regression. Sometimes we do access bars. And we go back in their present past, and we let go of things that do not suit them anymore. They relinquish old patterns that are running in the back of their mind. Their subconscious comes up, is able to speak. It's able to rejudge and relook at what happened in the past and say, okay, that does not suit me. That is not me. So how do we get rid of it? Well, we cut it. We cut whatever doesn't make sense to them and we reshape it so that they can breathe through it and so they're not triggered anymore in their present life. This is so important to the mind, body, and soul and the abundance and prosperity that someone should always feel inside their heart, mind, and soul when they're going forward in their journey. Your journey is not about anybody else's expectations. Opinions is about your own. So we unwrap that too. I mentor all the time. What I do is I unwrap it and we do a deep dive. And they come up for air and they see themselves. They dust themselves off. They leave empowered. They leave inspired. They leave with more energy than what they came with. I help them to grieve the past. Grieve every part of the past. Death is not, it's not forever. Death is a doorway. And I believe we live our life in cycles and rhythms. And once a rhythm and a cycle is done from your past, it needs to let go so we can move on. We need to take the lessons and the knowledge and let go of the pain, the resistance, the memories, and the experience. And that's what I do. Those lessons and that knowledge, once they understand it and what they were supposed to learn, that Akashic record that holds them to the past is resolved. Then they get to use those lessons and that knowledge to bring themselves forward into their present life and move deeper into their journey without any expectations or opinions of others. Once we stop competing and comparing ourselves, we can get out of our ego mind and get back to what's supposed to happen. Coming home to self, doing your purpose-built life, and understanding your journey from your own point of view. That's what I help my clients do. They love it. They feel so good at the end of all things. And they come back and we have a conversation, and I don't expect them to come back unless they do their homework. So if someone comes back or they ask me questions and I know they haven't done their homework, I just go into it with love to recenter so that they can understand, okay, so this is part of my homework. Okay, I got it. So then they come back and they have another hurdle, and that's what it's all about, right? You cycle through one process, you get that out of the way, and then you cycle through another process. And yeah, it's an ongoing thing, but I don't see them all the time. And the ones that want to come see me all the time, well, they end up being students. And when we work that closely together, they really come home and they get lots of downloads, and it's great. It's great to see them rise, because that's what I want. That makes me so happy to see somebody else rise into their own power and to do their own thing, to love themselves first and to put themselves first, to know they're worth it and they have enough. So that's how I come at things. It's different for everybody, but I make people feel content and free and inspired and empowered without the expectation of anybody else weighing on them. I help them see themselves and clear out the cobwebs of their lives so that they can go forward with confidence and love within themselves.